Hello again, I'm back with another little project share. This is my design team project for Tracie Fox this month. Instead of making a journal this month, I had a wee play with some of the almost like ready-made kits in that I downloaded the tin toppers and just love these. The colours are just fabulous, and I use tins quite a lot to store the label kits. I think they're perfect for sort of flicking through and seeing what labels you want to use. And I print my labels onto sticker paper so that they're easier to pop in, and I just think that's perfect. So I love these. As I've seen a lot of people using these, so I thought I would include them in this as well. So I'll pop them out the way, but the main project share is the two little ephemera folders. I printed these, kept these bits this time so I don't forget what they're called. So it's that way around. No, that way around. So this is the wee butterfly ephemera folder, and this is the Grungy ledger ephemera folder. So when you download the kit, it basically cut it out, glue it together. Everything's done for, everything's done for you. You've got a selection of ephemera pieces. The kit all sits, goes together. You just glue the right bits to the right bits, and honestly, if I got it right, then anyone can get it right, because I normally, when there's tabs and bits to cut out and bits to line up, I never seem to get it right. I'm just so rubbish at that kind of thing. I think because I'm not very good at fussy cutting, but these both worked out perfectly. So they're really good. I will link Tracie's video of these below, because I watched that and then thought, I want to have a go. So that's where I got the inspiration for having a play with them. So this one is the Grungy ledger, and I made this one just as the kit comes. So it's really dinky. I think it's 2.5 inches by about 4 inches. They're really little, but just so cute. On this one, I just stitched some tulle and some vintage lace. This is some, it's like sari ribbon like this, but it's chiffon, and it's just lovely. And these are little glass blue beads that I've stitched into it, and this is all attached. So and I just basically made it as it came. The only thing I think I did differently to the instructions is I didn't glue the front page entirely together. I left it open. I glued it round the edges so I could pop a tag in there, and I decorated that with a little bit of scraps of lace and tulle and a little seed bead. And I did the same in the back page. I left that open so I could pop a little tag in there as well. And these are the tags that you get a selection of tags that size, and then little ones as well with the kit. So with this one, I just had a play with aging, and I used label kits and some vintage postage stamps. So I have this, I think it's the Tim Holtz glaze or something. I've had it, it was the tiny little tester pots, and I've had it for so long that it had dried out a little bit. But I had a play with it anyway, and so it didn't crackle. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It didn't crackle properly. I did get cracks in some of it, but in other bits, I love the way it cracked. I'm not sure if this is the way it would have done or not had it been a newer product. And then when I inked over the top, I really like the effect I got. So this is quite aged in that way, and I just had a play basically putting it on with a, what do you call it? I've got it here. I just sort of put it on with one of these, let it dry, and then used inks and things on it. So I quite like the way it turned out. So with this one, you get the wee slots to keep lots of bits and pieces in. These are some of the bits that come with the kit, sort of tickets and things, and I've just popped these in. I've popped some vintage, these are vintage bus tickets that I've popped in as well. And what I use for when you get the tin topper kit, you get all these little ones, as well that fit matchboxes, but what I've done is I've popped them in here as little bits of ephemera. I just thought these fitted in here really nicely, and the colours matched really well as well. So this is the other size of tag you get with the kit as well. And some of the longer pieces of ephemera, I've just popped some little scraps of vintage lace and some buttons and things on there. So yeah, so I just had fun having a wee play. And again, not sure if you'll see it, but I've used the crackle, and it gives it a lovely texture. And again, the vintage stamps and the labels. Also, I call them stickers, but they're labels. And so lots of little different bits and pieces. And you could fit a lot more in here. I probably will put some more in. And I've popped some of these lovely little Tim Holtz paper clips. Are perfect for the size of this journal. And again, some more bits in here. I love the colour of this old stamp. And the tiny little tin topper as ephemera as well. And I've popped an eyelet in here and just hung a wee dangle from it. And there we go. So yeah, so it's a tiny wee book, but it will actually hold quite a lot. And it had really good fun having a play with it and just sort of aging it up and using this crackle on it. And so yes, it was really good fun. With this one, like I say, this is the way the kit, when you put the kit together, this is what you'll get. But with this one, I added in some extra pages from a Tim Holtz paper pad, which matches the kit really well. And I made a little, this was a tiny little doily I had, a little square one, which I've just put a few layers of different doilies on top and built them up in layers. And then buttons, these are shell buttons and tiny little, I'm not sure if you'll see, but there's some tiny little seed beads all stitched in here as well. This button's lovely. Keeps coming out really dark in my photos, but I don't know if you can see, it's actually a lovely bottle green and it matches the cover perfectly. But it's not, it's come out very dark in photos, but it actually isn't that dark. It's really nice. And again, the sari closure, which is inside the cover, so it doesn't come off. So with this one, this is a little butterfly one, and what I've done is I've stitched this one into some fabric and then attached that inside the kit. And made some little pockets here. These are again the little tags that come with the kit. So just put a little lace pocket here. And so the first pages are the slots again. These are and again I kept it this time so I remember what the identification tags. I think that one comes with a kit, but I've used the identification tags as well. And this is just held together by the little ball chain and a wee bit of sari on there. And the little tags. And these again are little bits and pieces that come with the kit. And I've put some of these little vintage tickets in and used some of the tin toppers in here as well. And this one's got threads with some wee glass beads on for this one as well. And I've popped a tiny little, it's a little glassine bag for putting one stamp in, as for a stamp collector. So they're perfect sizes for tiny, tiny little pockets. So the wee ticket fits in there perfectly. I've used the butterflies as to stick out on the pages as well. So each butterfly gets bigger as you go through the book. And I've just put a tiny little bead hanging off of there. So the ephemera that comes with this kit, I've used some of them as pockets and I just hand stitched and then popped them in here. So this is the Tim Holtz paper that from the, oh I can't remember, it's the nature one, and it matches just lovely. And again another little glassine bag here with some bits in it. These are the kit tags. So this paper is just lovely. I love the butterflies. I have they're much brighter when you print off the kit, but I get a bit carried away with gesso and ink and things, so I've darkened it quite a lot. It's not this dark when you actually print off the kit, so that these are much brighter. But I tend to like putting gesso over everything. So yeah, so these haven't been gessoed. You'll see how much brighter some of the colours are, and this is what you'll get in the kit. It's much brighter like this, but I tend to, like I say, cover everything in gesso, so it dulls the colours a wee bit, but I like that vintage look. Again, another wee set of the wee tags, so they come up really nice. And again, like I say, the Tim Holtz paper just works lovely. So this is the next size up in butterfly, and it's got like a little bead hanging off as well. So I've put a bigger but very small glassine bag there, and another wee pocket there. I've done a wee flip here, so you see the little birdie underneath, and I've just used washi tape for that. Again, I've put little snippets of scraps of lace on some of the pages. And this is just a plain tag, but I thought the brown paper just looked really nice. And I've got another wee bag there, but I've not put anything in it. I must remember to put something in that. And then the bigger butterfly here, and another wee pocket there. And I don't know if it'll show up, but I've used some gold gilding wax throughout this one as well, so it's got a nice finish to the edges of all the pages. I've just put a little bit of card over the top of that page, and another little pocket here at the back, and that's that. So yeah, so I'm working on a journal which I'm hopefully going to finish over the next couple of days. But I did have a little break to have a wee play with these. So yeah, so that's my little share for today, and I don't think I've got anything else to mention just now. But like I say, I'll be back with a journal soon, and it's a very wee sneaky peek. It's a very sort of autumny. It's very much an autumny botanical type theme for that, so I'll be finishing that soon. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble on again, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.